a tough threat now. You be sounding all like you a concept. Wow. Off next now with the rough next style. Giving no fucks. Living like a rock star. Counting big bucks. I got pussy everywhere. Homie, so what? You will never catch me with my mouth shut. Never got stuck. Pushing my luck. This is how I will live. Nothing that I will give will help you benefit. Just tell them deal with it. Don't care about bad decisions. Not here for recognition. I know it's hard to swallow all of these problems that I'm probably causing now. Oh, you want some good advice? When they push you back to ball fight. Back to ball fight. Back to ball fight. Back to ball fight. Don't care about bad decisions. Not here for recognition. Don't care about bad decisions. Not here for recognition. I know it's hard to swallow all of these problems that I'm probably causing now. Don't care about bad decisions. Not here for recognition.
That's awesome. Awesome. Welcome to Cute Mini Alive. Harmon is here, not as a co-host, as a guest, and he brought his the three that used to be HD3, but now there's still a 3 in it, but it's the hated, so it's like the hat3d or something like that.
Exactly.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back, Harmon. I just saw
Thank
you
you.
today, but welcome back to the show. You have your brother, Josh, correct?
Yes, correct.
Brother, and Josh plays guitar in the band, right? Or I'm trying to remember.
Nope, you're right. Yes.
Right. Okay. Guitar, and Megan plays bass. Megan is your significant other half, I guess, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. It's nice to have you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
If you're good enough, I will replace you, and Harmon can take a break from co-hosting, and I'll grab you guys and.
Oh my gosh, he would never do that. He's never let that happen.
No.
Harmon's awesome. He's been a great addition to the show. But welcome in. That was Red Star. I opened the show with. Harmon hooked me up with Red Star, and I emailed them last night, actually twice because I misspelled the email the first time. But I emailed them last night to maybe be on the show. They're from what, LA? You said, Harmon?
I think they're, yeah. I think they're from out that way.
Really good stuff. I like it. So hopefully we'll get them
Yeah.
on pretty soon. And I did email the band from Slovakia, Tarot. What is it?
Oh, the Breaking the Terror.
Breaking the Tarot. Yeah. I think I emailed them. I don't know. I can't remember. I email people all the time, and it gets confusing after a while. I need an assistant. You want to be my assistant, Megan? Like my administrative assistant?
Sure.
I can't pay you anything.
handle
'Cause I don't make anything either. So,
That's all right.
I did one time try to hire somebody to help me back when I think maybe I'd been doing it for maybe three or 4 months or something. I was on Facebook, and I did have a kid come over. I can't remember his name. He was nice. He was really very, very quiet though, and he came over, and all he did was just watch the chat and like chat in the Facebook chat during the show. And that's it. He didn't really talk or anything, which I didn't really need that. I can kind of do that, but I kind of needed him to help me with like social media, because at that time I wasn't even on Instagram yet. I was afraid to go to another platform, because social media and stuff is just crazy. But then he came one other time, And I gave him $20, and then I haven't heard from him. Heard back.
He must not have wanted to get paid.
But I've made it what over 2 years now, and 138 episodes without him. So, well, actually, no, 136 without him because he did do 2. So, but I mean, I guess it was nice to have the help for the time being. I can't remember. I wish I could remember his name because he was nice. You know, he was a nice kid. He's just you know, I don't know. It was helpful at the time, I guess. I don't know. And then me and Mike were supposed to play our the new single, well, not the new single, the new song that I wrote, and that Harmon's going to do drums on and some screaming and stuff. And but he's not here. He is on a date. I don't know her name. I wish I knew her name because I would talk all kinds of crap. No, I'm kidding. Apparently she's a nice girl. I mean, he's a nice guy, so you know that's whatever. But they went to dinner or something stupid. I was like, how are you? I mean, he just told me that like right before I left today. Oh yeah, I'm going out with that girl tonight, so I won't be here to play the song. What do you? Well, then, what am I supposed to do? Trying to run a show here, you know. So, I mean, we didn't really have a good practice last night either. We were both screwing up. I don't know what was wrong. I do know what was wrong. Yesterday, I went over to Music on Main, where the show's going to be on Saturday, and Jackie, the owner, he was, you know, he knows all about production and stuff, and does recording for bands and things. So I took my new mixer down there, and you know, I was like, you know, so he could kind of teach me how to do it like basically. Well, we did that, and then when I got home, I hooked everything up and got everything into GarageBand, I thought, and it didn't sound very good at all. I mean, I don't know what was wrong. I don't know what, because I swear I did it the exact way. I must not have, but I just get confused when it comes to like things like that, you know. But you're kind of doing that. You're kind of doing that now, Harmon, too. Like you're still learning that too, right?
Yeah. It's tricky because like I know I plugged my mixer into the interface, and the mixer, obviously you're not supposed to redline anything, and I have everything turned way down and it still redlines. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna play it, and then the interface cuts off the red line, so it actually makes it okay. So, but I'm still adjusting. I have them like I'm always like, hey, move it up, because I'm trapped behind my drum kit. It's on. I'll have like the interface and my headphones sitting on top of a fucking speaker on top of a bar stool, and I try to squeeze behind the hi-hats, and I'm like, I have my son do it. I have her do it. I have my brother hit play. I'm like, I can't fucking. If I had like I said the last episode, if I was an octopus, it'd be great. But well, I only have 2 arms.
And I did give you some advice. Stop lifting weights. Stop lifting weights. You're lifting way too much. Your arms are just massive, and there's no room. You're gonna have to build like an addition on your house just for your arms. You know?
Right.
I would like a bigger room. That'd be awesome.
Like just like a band room.
But I did manage to slide the carpet out some, so I gave myself another like 6 inches. Yeah, well,
I
would say about 6 inches.
I do that too. You know, my drum set's over there, and it's in the corner, so it's just like opposite this corner. But you know, it's like when I set it up, you know, I'm like, you know, I don't really need that much room. But I mean, my arms could probably extend to that other wall. Like, I mean, it's like they're not big around. They're the size of Harmon's arms, only long. You know, so
yeah.
trying to do something like that. I got a wingspan like crazy. I could fly away. But like, yeah, like so I know I need room, you know, for cymbals and stuff. But I always back myself into the corner just to kind of give other people room, because there's usually like 5 other people in this room, you know. So it's, you know, it's just a small like bedroom. So yeah, I back myself in the corner like you do, like you're saying, you know, because you don't think you need to. You get back there and you're like, I can't do that.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
I think every drummer does that, you know.
I was gonna say maybe next time we play up to show you how we actually practice, because somebody usually stands in the kitchen and the other somebody else stands in the fucking corner, and it's like, and then we have 2 amps in the corner facing.
Oh my God,
it's just
horrible.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, but it's like, you know.
Well, see Mike has a jam band, so you know, a jam band. There's like 20 members, you know. Well, not his. But, I mean, there's like, so they have a saxophone player. He's always in the hallway because there's never any room in here. But he plays loud. He plays loud, so it's okay, you know. So he's like in the doorway, hallway. The bass player's like here and right beside the guitar player, and then they have a new drummer, and he's a little bit bigger guy, so he was okay. He didn't seem like he was crowded or anything. And then here's Mike. Mike's got the entire corner. He's sitting on a chair with his amp, just playing along, just sitting there. He's got all the room in the world. I'm sitting over here trying to play my electronics, like it's crazy. Oh, it's
So
crazy.
you get it then. You understand.
But it's fun. I wouldn't have it any other way. Jamming and playing music is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't feel bad now that we have people
Yeah.
in 3 different rooms when we practice.
Everybody struggles. Everybody.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. I'm like, get the 25-foot cord.
Can you remember that when you were on when I first had you on the show under HT3? Do you remember that? I should have looked it up and I didn't. Do you remember when that was? I mean, roughly what? It's got to be at least 3 months ago, right?
Yeah, it was a couple months ago. Yeah.
So people kind of know what your sound is, but you know how I like to do at the beginning of the show. I like to play a song just to kind of people that don't know can hear you. So
Yeah.
you kind of told me a little bit about this first track, but go ahead and tell the audience, what's the history of this track because it's the first one that you recorded.
Yeah, this track right here is the first track I ever did vocals on anything. I kind of was at the point of like kind of fed up on relying on people like that was like, oh, I'll do vocals and then they don't show up. And so I think it was me and my brother were talking about it. And he's like, well, why don't you try to do vocals? And I'm like, I don't want to do vocals because I don't like the way I sound. You know what I mean? And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. If I don't try it now, I'm never going to get anywhere. So yeah, this track was kind of just, as far as the lyrics go, it was just about, it's called Fuck the World. But the lyrics I'm talking about, like, I think I talk about like being like mistreated and put down and, kind of like cast out, kind of like how we are that hated. It kind of developed from this track and those feelings. But that sound, we had a pod, a Line 6 pod, and I kind of tweaked it and we got this sound. It was right around the time the 5 Finger Death Punch came out, their very first album, and they had that bleeding sound for the song The Bleeding.
Yeah.
And me and him were messing with it, and I was like, man, I said, that's it. That's our sound as far as like the lead goes. And then obviously we altered it through the years to where it's a lot more refined. But what you're going to hear is that type of first development of vocals, kind of our musical structure, and then kind of where you get to hear toward the end where we're at today. Is
this also where you? I don't know if you still do it, but I think Milk was the co-host when you were on before. Is this?
Yes.
Is this what you were explaining to us? How you were recording a weird way when you were recording vocals or something? Remember, it was. Do you still do that? Like where you had things hooked up different? Milk knew what you were talking about.
Oh yeah, if you check out the Instagram page, you can't see it clearly, but I have iPhone headphones underneath those isolation headphones. So I still do the same thing because I can hear my playback through the iPhone, and then I have the big headphones to play the music over top of it. So I'm not really getting the clear, concise. I'm still, granted, I moved up now. I have a laptop and I have the mics that I got from you, and I got the interface. My brother gave me that, and then I have was it Albitron?
Ableton.
Ableton, yeah, I fuck that up all the time. I call it Albitron because I think of Transformers.
I think you called it something different last time too.
Yeah. Every time I fuck it up, but that I got that program that helps a lot with matching that guitar and the drum right on key. So like that's what with your music, I can just plug it in, like play, and the drum beats are gonna hit right where they're supposed to be. So that makes the sound a lot tighter. And then the vocals, I still like using Audacity right now to line it up to get that really precise location on it. So yeah, I'm kind of like all over the place, but I don't think that I have
it works for you. It works for you. You know, like you got your own system. For me, I just have no idea what I'm doing, and it just I just don't know. You know, so I'm working on it. You know, I'll get it eventually. It's just one of those. It's like ride a bike or something like that. I don't know. Well, let's listen to I was going to ask you, does it mean for the win?
No.
But I didn't think, something from Harmon's not going to be called For the Win.
No.
Let's take a listen to it.
All right.
Destroy my dreams with
That's heavy as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it
Awesome.
has everything that like where we're at today. It just wasn't
Yeah.
like that refined. You know what I mean? And like
So the next one, I won't play it yet, but the next track is the one that you've kind of remastered, or is it re-recorded, or what?
no, it's I kind of I cut out because that track's long as fuck, and I was like, I'm listening to him like, man, that's way too long for my attention.
Not really though, because I mean it doesn't really build because it's got energy throughout, but it really gets heavy like towards the end. I would keep it that length, honestly.
Yeah, we kind of just like I said, we switched it. Because like the way we play now is I think it's like 2 to 3 minutes, and we have a nice structure for everything that's been going on. But listening to a playback, I'm like, man, like my voice really sucked back then.
No, I think it was fine, man.
But that's what I mean. Like,
it's just a recording, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
Thank you. And I know like when I talked to like GC about it too, like that's what he said. He's like, since we're like vocalists, we're always self-conscious about like our voice and what we sound like. Cause he sent me some stuff on like their demo tracks for the new track you're gonna hear at the end. And I was like, man, I said, that sounds good. He goes, no. He's like, I can't send that to you. He's like, I gotta go to the studio because same thing though, because he was self-conscious about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with that track. And I think the next one, when you play the next one here in a little bit, I like that one, like the vocals and everything. It was just a different style of stuff. And it was, like I said, it was kind of during COVID and stuff. So it was kind of bored. I was like, well, I'm just going to kind of redo some of the old stuff we have and, just, pass some time, I guess, and work on music.
Now, Josh, were you playing? Was there a phaser sort of? I kind of hear like a phaser sort of sound. Is that a pedal or is that?
I really don't recall too much about it. I know when Harmon recorded it, like he put a bunch of, I think, a phaser over top of it. But I think for the most part, that's just the pedal,
Yeah.
like the pod, the Line 6 pod that we had.
Oh yeah. Okay. What kind of guitar do you play? And equipment, I guess, do you use?
Yeah, ESP LTD. It's a Matt DeVries signature, so it's just one pickup, one volume knob. It's like
Wow.
it's perfect. And the cab is just it's a Bugera cab with a crate head.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's
I
just
know nothing about that stuff, but just because people like to know what people play.
yeah. I mean, my sound's gonna keep adapting as I
Sure, yeah.
get. I don't know. I don't want to say like better equipment, but I mean like this stuff is pretty old, so
Yeah, you upgrade,
yeah.
Like anything, you just upgrade, and you kind of what kind of sound you want. And if you don't have that, you just buy the pedal,
Yeah.
or that works. I don't know.
Yeah,
What about
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Megan? What do you use bass wise?
You would have to ask him. I don't even know. I'm so new to this
Yamaha.
game. Yamaha.
Yamaha. There's a guy. I have a I'm gonna call it Yamaha. I have a Yamaha mixer that I use, and the guy on YouTube that I kind of watched to learn how to hook it up for the podcast when I first got it, he calls it Yamaha, and he talks with a lisp. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't want him to like happen to see this, but he's really good. He's really easy to follow, and it's good. I'm not gonna say his name, but I mean, he's just one of those YouTube guys that kind of shows you how to hook up things and compares equipment and stuff. But yeah, he talks with a lisp. But yeah, he calls it Yamaha. The Yamaha. So, yeah. Anybody have a Yamaha dirt bike? No, because it's Yamaha.
Never heard of that.
It's always been Yamaha. It's never been Yamaha. Yamaha is like a potato. You know what I mean? Well, I don't want to go too far in between. Since it's the same song. So you want to go ahead and play the I guess the master of the one we just heard. Is that what we're gonna hear?
Yeah, the FTW2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play that. Yeah, that's the different, like I said, after I would say, because that track was made about 2012, right?
Yeah.
Right around 2012 was the first one. This one was right around 2020, like 2019, 2020. And then, like I said, the ending track was obviously made this year. So,
excuse me, I had to burp. Cool. Let's take a listen to the, I guess, revised or revamped. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Of that last track.
fucking ways. For my life, once again, you need to be erased. Feel that you got me to this place. Can you keep a smile when my knuckles smash your face? I lost all control, now there's no turning back. As the light slips away, I slowly fade to black.
I want it to keep going. I want it to keep going. That's awesome. I like the how you're panning it. You know, and then
Yeah.
it's kind of like it kind of morphs to the left ear, like from the
Mhm.
right ear, and it kind of morphs. I don't know. It's not like a back and forth. Is that a China that I hear in there in spots?
Yep. That's it's
I want more China, not more cowbell. More
yeah,
China.
more China.
More China. That's a great song. It's hard to go back and once you're set on a song, you had the longer version, and you want it to be shorter. It's your song, make it your thing. It's still badass. I mean, I'm not saying that I want it to keep going, but on to the next one. Let's go to the next one. I kind of show like okay, that's enough. I've heard enough of that. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
I'm a very impatient person. So do you think that you'll be able to play? Well, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it on the show. We'll have to talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
got
about.
you.
The
Yeah.
one the unannounced thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, no, I can't. I can't say anything.
Just yeah.
I can't say anything until after November 12th when we.
Yeah.
But November 12th, since I went ahead and said that, is the show with Flaw in Clarksburg at the Robinson Grand Theater. I got on their website the other day and the other night and you can do like a virtual tour, like a walk through it because
Okay.
it was built in like the early 1900s and then they had a fire and they had to rebuild it, and basically the city bought it and completely renovated it, and so you can like walk throughout the whole everywhere, and I haven't been in there since probably 85, 86 or something like that, before it was before they renovated it, and it's really nice. I mean, it's a really really cool place, and they kept a lot of like original stuff, but kind of updated it. And then once they were done with that, they had Jay Leno was the very first guest that they had when they reopened.
That's crazy.
So that was cool, and they have a lot of like tribute bands that'll come in, and like there's people that tour and like it sounds like the Beach Boys and things like that. They have that, and they have like local like kids movies. Kids can come in and watch the movie and stuff like that. They still have that.
So is it a theater?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. It's just
okay.
just like a theater in town. It's what the I don't know what the capacity is, seating wise, but it's going to be interesting. So like November the 12th, it's the it's the show with Flaw's going to headline and Fall of Babylon. We'll hear their new song at the end of the show. They're from Pittsburgh. They'll be opening with Scare Tape. Will be opening the entire thing. Scare Tape's from Clarksburg, metal band. And it's going to be interesting because the Scare Tape and Fall of Babylon both they're following. They're kids, so their following is kids, and they love to just mosh. I don't want to say beat the crap out of each other because that's a different people that don't know what moshing is think that's what they're doing. No, they're just dancing. That's just a form of dancing. Yeah, they do pretty much beat the crap out of each other, but it's for fun. And this is a theater. There's no room to run in because Fall of Babylon they do the Wall of Death all the time.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
It's not like what you'd see at a big concert, but at small venues it looks awesome because it's their friends that go to see them play every time they play, and they just it's cool to see because they're having a lot of fun, And it's I don't they're not gonna be able to do the Wall of Death. I know that because they're theater seats. You know what I mean? It's a theater. So I was asking Sean Jeju, the one that it's a fundraiser for his well, not his, but he's the president of the historic. Oh gosh, I always have a tough time, don't know, Harmon, with this. The historic Clarksburg, West Virginia Cemetery Preservation Alliance. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I need to just stick it up on the wall, like so I know what it is. I don't. Basically, it's a group of volunteers that they do general maintenance on historic cemeteries. We have a lot around here, like Civil War cemeteries. I mean, in every town there's historic cemeteries. But a lot of times the city doesn't have time. Their maintenance department doesn't have time for that upkeep. They have other things going on. So that's pretty much what they do is they go and they mow the grass. Upkeep. So it's a fundraiser for them, and that's a great fundraiser, really. Just to have a nationally touring band and some local and regional talent to come in. It's just going to be interesting in a theater. But I get to MC, be my first time MCing anything. Well, I kind of MC the podcast, I guess, but that's different, I'm going to be standing in front of people, and so I'm not really nervous, but I know I will be, but it'll be fun. This will be fun, and it'll be a I guess a bucket list thing. I can't even envision how it's gonna go down. What are they just gonna like up and down in the theater? They are bouncy. They are bouncy seats. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they are.
Shit. I used to when I was a kid. Yeah, that's what you do. You go to an assembly and you just bounce up and down. I'm glad this office chair is probably just gonna go. One of those $20 Target chairs.
Yeah.
So that's November 12th at 7. Tickets are on sale now. There's a link in my bio on Instagram. You can get tickets. I think they start at $15. Yeah, it's a fundraiser. So $15 for like tier 1 and tier 2 is $25. So if you want to be in the front with the Wall of Death, $25 in a theater. But I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go down. Apparently they're kind of okay with it. I don't know. They know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like.
But it's good for Scare Tape. A local band. They just opened for Zao. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Zao. They just opened for Zao up in Morgantown. Scare Tape did. They do very well. Playing and stuff. And Fall of Babylon, of course, they're from Pittsburgh, and they played with a lot of bands. I went up and saw them play with Limbs, and Limbs. Oh, the Callous Day Boys. They opened for them, and there was another band I can't remember right now. And what was that? Rings of Saturn? Is that it?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they opened for them. So so it's good. They'll get to open for Flaw. They'll probably get to meet Flaw and hang out and stuff. So be a lot of fun. So come down if you can. Put it in your budgets or whatever you do. Save some money and come down and support the Alliance and see me fuck up as an MC. I'm not gonna wear a tie. I'm not gonna wear a suit. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't know what I'm gonna wear.
Your birthday suit.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing going on really tomorrow other than I'll probably mow the grass. So I might do that in my birthday suit, honestly.
Yeah.
I will be 42 tomorrow. Wow. So I will put my address in the for cards and gifts. No. Hit subscribe. That'd be a great birthday thing. I have 212. I'm gonna up it again because I know the last show I said 250. 300 by the end of the year. I should be able to do that. Right?
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Tell everybody.
Well, I tag you and everything, so.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Just supporting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and networking and sharing and liking and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of artists get that. They're, I'd say, not necessarily selfish, but that's kind of the word that comes to my mind. You know what I mean? Like they're always like, hey, tag me in this, do this. And then when it comes to you releasing a single or doing something, people don't put it out there. You know what I mean? If you ask, like, you check out my track, they're like, oh yeah, it's good. And then I go check.
Like, they never even listen to it.
Yeah, I'm like, I look at the plays, I'm like, you didn't fucking listen to that. Like, it's okay if you don't like it or you don't want to. Just tell me. I don't need.
I just always forget. I'm like, because like, if I have somebody on the show and something's coming out, like Fall of Babylon, I forgot all about it when it came out. Of course, I got it ahead of time. They sent it to me ahead of time. But I couldn't do anything with it. It was just for me. I just listened to it. But but I forgot when it actually came out. So, but when they'll put it on Instagram or whatever that it came out. And any band, like any band I've had on, my reminder is them putting it on there. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Your EP came out or your song came out, and then I will go over to my Apple Music and get it,
Yeah.
Even if I can't listen to it right that instance, I will still get it, and then it's on there from when I.
That's what I mean. Just like that basic support in the show, like artists, like I listen to your stuff. I like it. I care about your future. Let me guide you. You know what I mean? And then
it's
when
so hard. The music industry is so hard. I mean, I guess it's always been difficult. But I mean, you know how many freaking bands are in the United States? They're and everybody's trying to get to the same goal. I don't know. I mean, some bands I guess are just trying to make it big. Like Tool or Metallica. They're trying to get to that caliber. What are the chances that that's going to happen? I mean, it's probably like winning Powerball. There's always that song that's gonna get you to some pedestal. To some tier, but what's going to happen after that? You got to keep going and going and going. You got to be amazing, basically, And everybody's amazing, but I mean, it's true. I mean, everybody's got talent, and if you're trying to do it, I give you mad respect, Yeah. It's just so difficult to break into something. But if you can get a girl, regionally, locally, if you can get that following, that's badass, And it makes you feel good too. You're doing it for a reason, You're not just recording and nobody's listening to it,
Yeah.
It's kind of like the show. So, damn it, hit subscribe.
Yeah.
Do it.
And I know, like with us, we just try to get better. You know what I mean? Like the first. That's why this. I kind of like this episode of. It's like everybody's evolving. Like you hear the first thing, and it's like I could have quit after that first track when I didn't like my.
You could have said this sucks. I sound like crap. Blah blah blah. Everybody sounds. Yeah, you could have just stopped.
Yeah, and then like the evolution of it is like you can see the guitar playing, you know what I mean, like the mixing, the editing, and there's still so much more potential for what we're doing, and it's like to the kind of limit.
Now you're collabing with a freaking band in Sweden.
Yeah,
I mean, if you would have quit, you would never met me, Harmon.
Right.
Nope.
And I got some bad news though. I got a guy that bought the house beside me, so.
Oh shit! Come on, Harmon.
So now you can't move.
No, me and Harmon were what was it last night? Night before?
Yeah, I think it was last night.
We were chatting, and I was like, man, because we're always talking about playing music and stuff, and I was like, man, it sucks that you're that far away. I mean, where we can't just be like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'll come over. You come over. So it just sucks. It's that much of a distance where we can't really do that. It's not really feasible.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, the house next door is for sale. I was like closer, not right on top.
Yeah.
I was like, 'cause I don't think your neighborhood's ready for the half mohawked guy. I've lived here since you built the house in 2012, so I've been here since 13, and still don't think my neighbors are. I don't think they like me, honestly. Of course, good for me though. My closest neighbor, right next door. I mean, literally right next door.
Can you reach him with your arms?
Probably, yes. I mean, they're literally on the other side of there's just a little grassy area, and then there's their house. And I'm pretty sure that their bedroom's right there. That's on that side of the house. But I know their son and his wife, and so I talked to them, and I know for a fact that they both have hearing aids. So that's why I can play at 4 a.m. They can't hear it.
Advantage.
That's awesome.
I planned that. But they're very nice people. They really are. They really are. Did you guys get the plague? Have you acquired the COVID at all?
No.
I'm just getting over that stuff, and I would not wish that on anybody. It's I mean, it wasn't that I was down. I was like sickness down. There was only like a couple days for that, but I had this. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's like protasma or something like that. But it's where a lot of people lose their smell and taste. They just lose that.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I could smell and taste, but everything I can't even really describe the smell or the taste. other than like metal, but rotten metal, or if that's a thing. But like chicken. I mean, I took it out of the freezer, cooked it and everything. I thought I was gonna vomit. I thought it was rotten. Everything, even water. There was one day, just one day, thank God, that even water smelled bad. Like not like sewer. You would think any kind of water or like an old pond or something like that. No, it wasn't like that. It was just this one distinctive smell, and it was. I couldn't. That's when I went to the ER because I couldn't eat or drink anything. I could not even water. It was awful. But I guess some people, it happens to them after they get COVID, but it's years. It's like that. Yeah. It takes them forever and there's no treatment for it. And other than, there's things that you can do to try to get it, to help it, but there's no medication. So, that morning that I went to the ER, I was freaking out, and I was dehydrated anyway because I couldn't eat or drink anything. I couldn't even sip water or like ice chips or anything. I couldn't do anything. But I was reading all that shit online, like, and it was like, hey, you might have this for months, and I'm like, no. So I'm freaking out and shit. So I was like, I'm gonna drive myself to the ER. But I got an IV, and I was able to calm down but the nurse that was pretty much in and out of the room. She had COVID 2 years ago and still has. She still can't eat steak. I'm like, no.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I love steak. I love burgers. I love chicken.
Yep.
But I had a freaking Wendy's burger today and it was glorious. Like the barbecue. But there's still. I can still smell that every once in a while. That smell. I don't know. I just can't describe it, but I can still smell it. Some things, but thank God it only lasted it was only really bad for one day, but man, it was just, I can't imagine. There's a message board that I actually joined that night because I was so freaking out, and I'm reading all these things that people are doing to try to help themselves with it, to get over it. But yeah, there's a freaking worldwide message board of, you can get on there and say, well, this is what I tried and this is what I tried, and but dude, it was just. I'm okay now. I'm fine.
That's good.
But yeah, it's
COVID support group.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough. I just wish it would go away, and just so we wouldn't have to mess with it anymore. And think about it. I just hope. I hope to God that we don't get to how it was in 2020 when everything was shut down and the streets of New York were like the wildlife was coming out and shit. Do you see the documentary now? There's a documentary on Netflix. It's like the camera, those National Geographic guys went out and there was nobody out on the streets and shit. And like there's deer trotting down fucking Times Square and shit. It's crazy. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Netflix. It's funny. I was watching it, and it's supposed to be one of those peaceful nature documentaries. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, look at these birds are living and anything shit on. You can't even shit on somebody's forehead, There's nobody there. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, let's listen to This Hell. Is this the first one that you did with Born to Die?
No, this is the second one. This is I haven't released this one yet, so this is the
exclusive.
Yes.
When does this one come out?
I haven't picked the date yet. I know that Born to Die.
You're picking the date. Is it your band?
No. But I'm plugging Born to Die because they have a new single Friday coming out. So
really?
Yeah.
Which song?
It's now you put me on blast.
Yes, I did. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, it's Fear.
It's okay. Don't.
Yeah, I don't know the exact title. I've seen it 1,000 times and I can see it on the headline, but that's their new single's coming out Friday. But I'm gonna kind of wait, probably a week or so, and keep.
We should have had GC on as a co-host tonight. Of course, it's probably 4 a.m. there though.
Yeah, I sent him a message. I said, "Hey, we're doing the show," and he's like, I'll probably be sleeping. I'm not sure if he's sleeping or getting off of work. But I let him know. He's like, "Well, I'll just check it out he's gonna watch it probably tomorrow when he wakes up."
Shout out to Born to Die, and you said Friday is the same.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'll have to look up the title when you play this, so I get the exact name of it.
Go ahead, look it up right now. We'll wait. No, I'm kidding, man.
I was gonna say.
Let's take a listen to This Hell. This Hell.
inside, they whisper suicide, so blinded by that light. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to die.
He's not ready to die.
Thank
Not yet. Not yet. That's badass.
you. And I looked it up. It's called Stuck in Fear.
Stuck in fear.
That's
Now,
their-
have they asked you guys to collaborate on one of theirs?
Not yet. But I know I talked to Rob and he said something about like creating guitar riff and stuff. But I think like right now they're just kind of tying up all the rest of their like EPs and music that they put into the studio. So
Yeah. 'Cause they just came out with Spineless when we had them on the show. I remember.
yeah.
So they've been pushing out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, when GC went, he recorded a bunch of stuff for Born to Die and for himself, so he has a lot of stuff. I'm
Oh,
sure.
he has his own solo thing, right? I'm trying to remember the interview with him. GC does, right?
What's that?
GC has his own solo project also, doesn't he? And so does Rob.
Yeah, Rob he plays in another band. I think it's called like Chugger, too. So
That's
like,
right. Yeah,
yeah. So he's doing a bunch of stuff, and so is GC. So, but no, it's awesome working with him. You know what I mean? Like like you said, halfway around the world from Sweden. I got 2
What are the
tracks.
chan-
You know what I mean? Like we get to collab, we get to do all the music. We get to have like I listened to that track probably a couple hundred times already, and it's just like I really like his voice, and it's almost like I wouldn't say
It's distinctive, or
yeah, and it's like if somebody could play with like somebody they look up to, I get to do a track with him. And like I said, like I told him like 1,000 times, like I don't think that like I said, I respect him so much and what he does, and like to take that time out of like his band, his day, and stuff like that to actually record and to send it. You know what I mean? It says a lot about him and like his character. And like I
Right,
said,
yeah.
it's super appreciative. And I listen to it, almost every day, about 100 times at night, in the morning, in the car. I'm like, man, like, I can't believe
that's a little obsessive, Herman.
He is.
honestly though, but ask him like
Yeah.
like I fall asleep, I
He
wake up.
literally goes to sleep with his earphones in, listening to this track over and over. It's
I'm gonna send you some I'll record all of my songs that I've written, and I'm gonna have you do that. Come up because none of them have drums on them actually.
Okay.
Of course, I've never really recorded much. of
Well,
anything.
anything you need with any of that stuff, like I said, I love doing all this. Like,
What do you think of the one that I wrote that I'm having you play this stuff on?
no, I like it. I have a bunch of drums and ideas, but that's why, like, when I was talking to you, I want to line up like your vision, like I said, because for me, it's one thing to be like, hey, do what you want to do, and then like be like, that's kind of not my vision
It's
for it.
slightly different than your the hated style of music and
Yeah.
Born to Die style. It's actually significantly different.
Yeah.
But
No, I enjoy it. Like I said, for me, like playing anything's not, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you can ask him, he likes doom more than anything, the real sludgy, slow,
yeah.
like your Black Sabbath. So like, there's times where we just like, we call it doom sessions for like 10, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like, it's nice though, because it's a warm up, you know what I mean? It's like
Just to
slower.
get it out.
Yeah.
And, but like,
Tune low, play slow.
yeah,
yeah, there you go.
but that's like, for us, that's, playing that and then playing our style stuff and then, playing your stuff. For me, music's music, and if I can incorporate and help somebody out, like that, I love like anything to do with that stuff. So
I just know, like the stuff that I write, like it's, I'm more comfortable on acoustic than I am electric, and I just know that, that this song needs some double bass drums on it because it has that build up and stuff. I don't know. We'll feature it sometime on the show whenever we have it done. But that's why I wanted, because I know what style drums you play, and I'm like, that's the energy that I need, because I don't play double bass drums. I just play a little single one. It's not very good, but I like to use a lot of cymbals when I play drums, and so I didn't really want much of that. I wanted more driving. Let's get the energy out, and we pretty much have that. It's just we need those drums. I mean, I'm not giving you a timeline or anything. I'm just saying that's what the song needs. It needs that energy, you know, and that's why I was like, Harmon would be perfect for this. And then like the screaming in the background, you know. And Megan and Josh, if there's anything that you guys want to add to it, you're more than welcome to. You know, it's one of those songs. You know, I just want to have, you know,
Collaboration.
I want it to be good. It's my band. No.
Yeah.
Mike's like, what? So what are you gonna call like your, like you know, like this, like your music guitar playing? I was like, Acute Mania, duh. You know, there's no other name. No, I don't. I never really thought of that because, you know, it's just one song. You know, he's like, well, you should write more and, you know, make it like an EP. I'm like, I don't have that kind of time. I got a podcast to run. You know, you should do a hot dog segment, Mike. Making me do it. Speaking
Yeah,
of-
I like we prepped our answers for that and everything, and you know.
Okay, well, now's the time. So speaking of hot dogs and speaking of Mike, I don't think he's here. I don't have the door shut. So, what do you like? What do you guys like on your hot dogs? We know that Harmon's a plain everything
Plain everything.
for the most part.
I'm a step upgrade. I'm a ketchup person.
Only on a hot dog?
Usually, I will do sauerkraut sometimes, but
Ooh,
usually ketchup.
See?
that's okay.
Everybody
I like-
says that.
I mean, sometimes I mean, like I like the, you know, the chili, mustard, and onion. That's pretty much the. Mike just jumped in the chat and he goes, "I'm here." Well, come in here, Mike. Come on. Just in time for the hot dog segment. We'll wait. I can get you plugged up. That's weird. Yeah, but sometimes just ketchup is fine. So I'm with you on that one. Ketchup's good sometimes, unless you have that COVID smell thing, then it's not. But anyway, what about you, Josh?
Ketchup and onions.
Okay, so there's been a lot of
onions.
lot of guests lately that have said caramelized onions instead of raw onions, which I've never tried. I think it would be pretty good. What's your
Just raw onions.
yeah
Yeah.
diced like the
Diced. Yes.
yeah. What's he wrote. He said, we have a hot dog place around here. If you ask for ketchup, they won't even take your order.
Oh my God.
So, see, this is why he needs to be sitting here. You know what I mean? I don't need to be reading this in the chat. Mike, I'll go get him when we're playing this song here. I'll hold your hand. Anyway, I think Mike likes, on his hot dog, he likes pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm just trying to get him to react, but I was so hoping he would do this, but he's a baby. He won't. Let's listen to "Stronger Than All." So is this the? Tell us. Just go ahead and tell us about this song.
Oh yeah, this is just it's kind of like just a remix. I redid the bridge because once I got GC's lyrics to it, I was like, I can't do the same shit because the energy and, like I said, the stuff that he brings, he totally changed the whole melody at the end. When I heard it, I was like, holy fuck, like that's awesome. And I sent a message. I was like, what you just did to the end of that track, it totally made it like front to back. Like for me, I always struggle with either bridges or the end parts. Because I think like I spend so much time on choruses and verses that I'm always like, and I kind of sometimes I do it in pieces. So I was like, I asked him, I was like, yo, you want to jump on the end of this too? He's like, oh yeah, no problem. He goes and records it, sends it to him. I was like, holy fuck, like, it just effortlessly he comes up with these melodies. And to go back to this hell, he wrote most of the lyrics. I kind of altered a little bit of the chorus, but he did all the stuff.
Well, you got to get. Hold on, I'm sorry, Mike's. No, do it again because they weren't. He was talking, so just put your. It's right here. He wants to put his hand. So here, so you see yourself here. So that's how close. Well, there's Mike's hand. You just want to put your face. Come around this side. Come on. Oh, here we go. Here. Ooh, this is good. See, there's Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hey.
They're saying what's up. I know you can't hear them, but where did you go for dinner? Las Trancas, the Mexican restaurant. Did you wear a sombrero? Did you dance to the? Would you have fajitas? Did you have fajitas and sizzling plate fajitas? Yeah, have what? Enchiladas verdes. What is it? enchiladas verdes. Did you ask for extra verdes? I don't know what that stuff means. Get the cat out of here. Get the cat out of the bag. I don't know. The cat entered the room. Oh, Mike was on the show for the first time. So Megan likes ketchup only. Now, you were saying when you walk in, they just say how many. It only comes with mustard, chili. Where is that? Yams. Well, that's not a real place. It is. But the woman Yan. She was my landlord in Morgantown. Debbie. She was a mean bitch. I can comfortably say that now because that was years ago. And the place was a shithole. $300 a month each. There was 4 of us in that house, and it was a shithole.
Wow.
Shithole.
That's crazy.
He doesn't want to go with you, Mike. Well, don't leave him. Don't do that. He will chew on your. He's going to chew on your wires because he's over at yours. With careful. It's that Los Troncas in you. He's toppling over. Okay. He's okay. There he goes. You look nice tonight, Mike. He looks like a golfer. What did you say, Mike? Mustard, chili, and onion. He walks out the door. That's what he likes on his hot dog. Mustard, chili, and onion, and mozzarella cheese and pizza sauce. That's Mike, though. That's cool. I got him. So that's a start. That's a start,
Yes.
Harmon. We got him. We got him to that point. Now we just need him to. There's really no room to sit here. I got shit everywhere. But I mean, I could have just plugged the headphones in, got the microphone going. Boom. There's time. There's time. We still got 15 minutes, Mike. He's got to go digest, I'm sure. Las Troncas. Las Troncas is pretty good stuff. You guys have a lot of Mexican establishments?
No.
No?
Taco Bell, I think.
That doesn't count. That's like San Antonio or some shit. That's not real. They don't even have empanadas, do they? Or whatever that is. Burritos. Let's listen to Stronger Than All. Here we go.
All right.
Love it. Love it. That's a great song.
It is.
Yeah, he did on the last track, he did like those melodies, he came up with everything. Like he did the chorus, the breakdown. So like, and he wrote like the lyrics too. So like I told him, I said, you do you. I mean, because like I said, he's so talented and gifted at that it just, he had it within the first couple of times after I sent him that track after we had that episode.
Yeah.
With him. I sent him and he was just like, he ripped it out and sent me the demo of it. And I was like, holy hell, like this guy's like, like the stuff that like, I never thought of it, you know what I mean? And like the melodies he comes up with, like I said, they're just so catchy. And it was awesome working.
Now, are you okay with like, is it intimidating to if you don't like something, is it hard for you to tell him that?
No, like GC's like real laid back because I changed a couple of the wording in the chorus and he was like, dude, whatever you want to do is I'm cool with. And I was like, holy shit, like that's one of the first people ever, because anytime you say something, like I said earlier, you know, like I said, people are like stubborn or like jealous about the music. Right. He's not, he just laid back and just like, yeah, whatever you want to do. If you want to change something, I'm open. And he just, like I said, it was so easy to work with him. Like I'm looking forward to like future projects with him. And then, like I said, with guitar riffs and stuff with Rob and everything, like, you know, to have that unity, and we're so far away and we've done so much together in a short amount of time. It's crazy. It's like, it's just,
now Josh and Megan, are you guys okay with telling Harmon that you don't like something that he's doing or
Oh yeah.
That's so easy.
Yeah.
Well, for you, I'm sure it is, Megan.
Yeah.
Like, listen, if you want to eat.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I get them at every time. Yep.
Josh, how far apart age-wise are you and Harmon?
6 years. Yeah, I'm 32, he's 38.
Are you the oldest?
Harmon's the oldest.
Harmon, well, then you should be able to tell him what to do. Like, I'm the youngest. I can tell you what to do. Are those military tags around your neck?
I just got them made. Yeah, they are. They're not. I was never in the military. Now
okay.
I got throw down lyrics on this one.
Oh, nice.
And, Baptizer Berserker. I like Viking
cool.
stuff, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, Valhalla Sleeps.
What is it?
Valhalla Sleeps is on the other one.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just my Instagram name, so
cool.
Little plug.
Well, add me on Instagram.
All right, yes, sir.
Or follow me or whatever. I don't know whatever they call it on Instagram. Is it follow on Instagram?
Yeah, follow on Instagram. What then? Like on Facebook? I think?
Facebook sucks. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was nothing like against you, but I know you're not on Facebook, so I didn't even put the event on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm trying to dissolve from there. I just the only reason I get on there is to just update the Keep Me Alive page because that's where it started, but I don't want to like delete it because that's where the early episodes were and they're fucking hilarious, you know, because I fucked up a lot. but so I got to leave it on there. But I'm just trying to get away from updating it and just kind of stick to, I don't know. I need an administrative assistant or a social media manager is what I need.
No,
anybody?
Right here.
I don't know. It's the show's so much fun to do. I enjoy every minute. I love every guest, and I look forward to every. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for coming on. It was so. I really wanted to do a show this week because I hate. Well, Harmon knows I hate going really long before I have another show. Just not just a. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. You know, it's a lot of fun to just get on and chat about anything, you know, even if I don't even have a guest, like a band or something, it's fun to just get on here and just talk about stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a talk show with music. A lot of fun. Coming up on Acute Mania Live and you know, in the next few weeks, I have a band from France, Metz, France, which is like the northern part of France. I don't know geography that well, but I know it's like a northern part. But they're called Fear of Tomorrow. That'll be September. It won't be tomorrow. It'll be September 24th at 1 p.m. because I believe they're 5 or 6 hours ahead. And they're really really cool. I did send them questions ahead of time. I had Bo do the questions, so they're some of them pretty good, some of them pretty funny. Some of them I left out because it was just. I'm like, I'm not sending them this, you know. But I'm sure we'll ask them because I mean the one about the French bread. You know, why do French people eat bread that hurts their teeth? That's one of the questions. But I didn't send that to him, so I'm sure I'm going to have to ask him on the show at this point. But we have a translator that'll be on with us. I hope hopefully we won't need it because that's just too weird. But you know, all their lyrics are in English, I think they're just uncomfortable with like the conversation, which is okay. You know, well, once they see how this show goes, it's not that intimidating. You know what I mean? So, but that'll be fun. I look forward to that'll be the first guest I've had in France, so that'll be fun to do. What do they speak in Slovakia? I meant to ask you this.
I have no idea.
It's
No,
not. It can't be Slovakian. That's
Would be
just,
what I think they call it. Was it Slovak? Is that the? I don't know if that's
oh,
like.
no. So I got to get a Slovak translator.
No, I mean they type in English when I message them and stuff, and I think all their lyrics and stuff are
Yeah.
English as well. So
Yeah, but you got to think though, like, because I think with some foreign languages and platforms like Instagram and stuff, don't they have like their keyboards are all? I call it messed up, but it's not. But like their keyboard's different than ours because it's their alphabet.
yeah.
Can you imagine what a Chinese keyboard would look like?
No.
Don't they have like 10,000 like symbols or something? Like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like they have keyboards all over the house because.
It's a whole wall.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't even think they had keyboards. They're way smarter than us. Their keyboards are like so 90s or so. I don't know, but but I think when they type, they're typing in their language back to us, and we're just seeing it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense if that's what you
Yeah.
know.
But you would think because the emails that I've gotten from Fear of Tomorrow, they're in English, but it's like the way that they would say it.
Yeah.
Like it's not how we would just like say it in a conversation.
Together.
But
Yeah.
you know what it means.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be fun. I always like doing other countries because you get to learn about I'll kind of some of the questions are about what's a concert like over there? Like what's a good metal show? What's your shows like over there? What's the audience do? How do they participate? Do they mosh like we do? So things like that. So we'll learn quite a bit about their culture and their French bread and their French fries, things like that. Just the general crap that I do on the show. And Bo will be co-hosting that show. It's actually I think it's his neighbor that's a French professor or something.
Okay.
That worked out.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So I don't know if the translator will be coming up with him. You would think because it's his neighbor, or he'll be on Zoom. I don't know. I just do the as long as they're on time, right, Harmon? As long as
Exactly.
they're on time, we'll be good. So anyway, Fear of Tomorrow, September 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what time it'd be French time. And then dun, 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 Saturday. I wish you guys could come down. I know there was everybody has things going on and stuff. We'll get together sometime. I'll meet you guys in person soon. I just know it. But Saturday. Now tomorrow's my birthday, so don't. It's not tomorrow. I will probably be on the mower. Don't. You can contact me, but don't. I mean, it's my day. It's my day. No. But Saturday. That Music on Main is right down the road from me. It's Bridgeport, West Virginia. It's a recording studio / stage, and amplifiers from Pittsburgh will be coming down and headlining. They put on a phenomenal show. I'll do some videos and stuff, so you'll be able to see it, even if you're not there. I'll live stream a little bit during the show, but they will be headlining, and Haven State, which is they're opposite from Pittsburgh, and they're freaking badass. I played them a lot on the show, and they've been on the show. They'll be coming down and playing second, and Bo will be opening the show. And news to me today, I guess I'm playing my song at some point during his set. I don't know. We're supposed to practice on Friday. You hear that, Mike? Because I haven't told Mike this. He wasn't here when I learned this. So apparently that's what we're doing. But I don't know. So that'll be Saturday. The show, or the doors are at 7. Show is at 8. It's $10, and it's just phenomenal bands. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. But before that, and don't show up because I don't think it's gonna be pointless. You won't be able to hear anything. But we're at 5 p.m. I'm gonna be down at the venue, and we're gonna live stream. We're gonna do a show, just to keep me in a live show with amplifiers. They're gonna come down early. We'll interview them. They have a new song they're gonna be playing on Saturday night. And Jackie, the venue owner, will be sitting down with us as well. So that's at 5 o'clock, and it'll just be a shorter show, probably 45 minutes or so. That way, So that'll be Saturday. I got a busy day. I gotta go get some freaking meat and cheese trays and shit like that. No birthday cake. I don't want that. Unless it's Dairy Queen cake. Now, fuck yeah, I'll take that shit any day. Send me a Dairy Queen cake. And what's cool is there's a Dairy Queen right beside the venue.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Bring me a dilly bar. Bring me a dilly bar. This show's been sponsored by Dairy Queen. No, I'm kidding. So that's Saturday. I can't wait. That's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so glad those guys are coming down from Pittsburgh and playing. And Bo, of course, he's coming up because he's coming from the south. So, and then that's it. That's it. That's all I have scheduled until people confirm. Damn it, confirm. No, I'm kidding. Hit subscribe on the thing. It does help, and I like to know that people are watching and supporting. And I guess the thumbs up like button, even the thumbs down, I guess is good. But everything's good for analytics. I mean, it's all analytics. I don't really look at it much, but it's supposed to help for something. So if you like the show, hit subscribe or like or share it to somebody that you think would. I don't know. I'm stretching here. But thank you guys so much for coming on. It's been a lot of fun. Harmon, you're always welcome. And Megan and Josh, come on and co-host with me sometime. Let Harmon take the night off sometime, and you guys go out one night. It's been nice meeting you. What's coming up for you guys, real quick? What's coming up? What's coming next?
Right now, it was just kind of waiting to pick a release date for that new single, and then we just kind of talked a little bit before the show, focusing on the Nirvana cover we talked about. That's going to be kind of our next. Yeah. That next project is learning the cover and then getting it recorded so then I can do the vocals and everything on it. So I think and we do have a couple of songs that are done. We just got to record them and then start laying down lyrics. And I have a couple of collaborations confirmed and unconfirmed for some of these tracks. I got one guy he's from Hollywood. I actually am going to see if he wants to do the show with you too. Yeah, he has he plays he has some mellow stuff, but then he can also scream and do some really good metal stuff. So he's down to do a collab with me. And so we're going to kind of incorporate all that stuff. But first and foremost, definitely going to hit up the Nirvana cover and record music just so we have it ready. This is the first time I think we can actually sit and we're done with everything other than just prepping and recording. Because like the past couple months have been just like, hey, we got to record this. Hey, we got to get this done. We got to hey, learn your part. We got to record this. I got to.
It's my band.
Yeah. Well, we definitely have a lot of stuff that we've accomplished in a short amount of time. I think we put out like 7 songs in the past 9 months or something like that. So I want to keep that track going because it's nice because just that exposure, constant. You don't know which one somebody's gonna like. Exactly. That could hit. If you only want to do like 3 tracks, then you're limiting your exposure to everything. You know what I mean? Exactly. So, like working with you, that's on
fun, and it's fun as hell. It's fun to get together and do it. And you got your brother and your wife. I'm just gonna say it, your brother, and just and that's the best because they're accessible. And you can float ideas all the time.
Yep.
If I lived next door, it'd be way too much. I'm telling you. So thank God you got new neighbors and it's not me. No, I'm kidding. That'd be badass. But yeah, it would be. I would get annoyed at myself. and plus, you'd probably try to drag me to the gym. I'm not lifting weights with you, Harmon.
Hey, can you hold a water bottle?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you hold a water bottle?
Sometimes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then, I mean, you'd fit in.
With a straw, though.
Yeah. That'd be perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll meet in person sometime. I wish you'd come down this weekend, but I know how things are.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll have tons of videos, and 5 o'clock we'll do a show with the amplifiers.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, Scott.
Yeah. Anytime. All of you guys come on. To end the show tonight, Fall of Babylon. I got their shirt on. They're from Pittsburgh. This is their first single ever to be released, and they have an album forthcoming. I don't know when it's going to come out, but this song's badass. It's very heavy. It's called "Reduced to Ash." And Harmon, you're welcome to stay on for a little bit if you guys can. After I kill the live stream, we'll talk.
Okay.
Here's Fall of Babylon with "Reduced to Ash," and I will see you guys on Saturday at 5 with amplifiers and Jackie from Music on Main. We'll see you. Have a good one.